And tonight, this gentleman will be making his network television debut. This is his most recent album right here. It's called Spirit of Love. We're very pleased to welcome Majek Feshek.
Unite, we will be free. So long, too long, so long, too long. We've been sitting down for so long. We've been fooling around for too long. We've been sitting down for so long. I and I've been fooling around for too long, so long. Remember the pyramid of Egypt, when we used to live like prince and princess. Remember Marcus Garvey, who are the dream for new America. Oh, remember Martin Luther King, who are the dream for new America. They say you are black, they say you are brown, they say you are black, they say you are brown. Only the angels of Jah is white now. Only the angels of God is white. So long, too long, so long, too long. We've been sitting down so long. We've been a fool around for too long. Africa, arise from your sleep, America. There's work to be done, Africa. So much work to be done, America. But if we unite, hey, we will be free. So long, too long, so long, too long. Press down for so long.
I hope that Nigeria wins. I'm never going to wish any president evil so that I can say I told you so. No, I won't wish them evil. I hope. You see, I'm not praying. There's no point. I can't pray for Nigeria to be fine. I only hope that Nigeria wins and Nigerians win. Because if you choose a dodgy doctor who has a dodgy record, who has, all sort of accusations leveled against him, to say this doctor, we think he's done this, or this doctor, this surgeon. Yes, he's a senior surgeon, he's the most whatever surgeon, but there are a lot of accusations leveled against him. If you choose him to operate on you, and you tell me to pray for you that it doesn't kill you surgery, what's the point? I can't pray. You might make it, you might not make it. My prayer won't change anything. So I hope Nigeria and Nigerians win during Tinubu's 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is where I believe, solution going forward. Like I always say that, look, the eastern part of Nigeria, just imagine, you turn that eastern part of Nigeria to Dubai, and a lot of money were coming in. And you use some of this money, the taxes that you take, yeah, and you give it to federal government that, look, federal government, this is $5 billion. Yeah, we want out. Or this is $10 billion. We want out. You understand? They will reason with you. You understand? Because when it comes to economy, you're doing best. So look, I've said this several times. If you turn the eastern part of Nigeria, turn into mini Dubai, yeah, a lot.
Come on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your geographical location. I am your host, aka Electricity. Most of you have seen the headlines. Okay, you must have seen the title of this broadcast, and I believe you're also following the drama that is unfolding in that great country. That great country, Nigeria. But sure, I'm sorry. I'm just reading a comment from Sure, and what's this saying there? Sure, thanks for joining. You know, go tell us what we're not supposed to. This is a serious matter, sure. This is really, really a serious matter. And what keep popping into my head is, what will it take Nigerians to rise up and take their country back? When you hear such, I mean, I still find it hard to process. I have to be honest with you. When you hear such thing as how Yahaya Bello paid 1.1 billion naira for his children's school fees. It's an American school, international school in Nigeria. The school is not in abroad. The school is located in Nigeria. And yet, some parents cannot afford to send their children in Kogi State. In Kogi State. The last broadcast where Pansat was on the show and told Dr. Rudolph to go to hell, there was one gentleman there who said he has an investment in Kogi State, and he highlighted exactly what is happening there. This actually buttressed the man's point. It was actually in the airport when he was speaking. I think it was Saturday or Sunday broadcast. I can't really remember. In advance, he paid this money in advance. You see, this broadcast is not about Peter Obi. Honestly speaking, it is not. However, I want to highlight something. If we go by the definition of desperate, recently is campaigning on alleviating poverty. If a man is desperate to change, to see the country work, and he's seen such atrocity, and it's been attributed to him, the claim has been attributed to him that He has been able to raise army, according to Dele Faro team. What are this army doing? He paid 1.1 billion naira for his children's school fees. Yes, the school is willing to refund the money back because it's not good for them. It's not good for their name. American International School. It's not good for their name. Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg. What if an audit is carried out as to the children that are there? Who is their parent and how much do they pay? There's nothing wrong if you send your children to your child or your children to international school, if you can afford it with your money, your own personal money. But when it is a state government money, money meant for the general people, and only you took that money, you know what? Paid in advance for your children, while those under your care are suffering. Honestly, I have high hopes for Peter B before, but right now, he's not desperate to see Nigeria work. You can quote me on that. He's just playing to the script. Because if somebody is desperate to see Nigeria work, it will be like my Indira Gandhi, Mandela, Ira Khan, and all those people who stood up and fought for their world, like Martin Luther, and fought for their nation, their country, for the people, not gallivanting from one place to the other. Like I said, this broadcast is not about him, but it's important to highlight that if he's really desperate to change, to see Nigeria change or Nigeria work, that is not the way to go about it. You can challenge me on that. Back to the main issue. Here we have Yahaya Bello running from EFCC. The EFCC chairman or whatever his title is, said he will resign if Yahaya Bello is not prosecuted. Story. Maybe today yes, they back we get pattern. In that country, you prosecute Yahaya Bello. It's only Bobrisky you can prosecute. You can't prosecute nobody. You don't have the liver to prosecute Yahaya Bello. Why did you not prosecute Beta Edu? You are not able to prosecute Beta Edu or charge Beta Edu for what he did. Where's Beta Edu today? You want to prosecute Yahaya Bello? Just come outside and make noise. It's still in the hands of the people, you and I, the citizens. Not until we rise up to this occasion. This corruption will continue, and we will continue to suffer. Like what Show said, the video I played earlier about Show. When you know a surgeon is fraudulent, there's bad record on a surgeon, and you still go and employ the service of that surgeon, why should I pray for you? For God to save you. How will God save you when you know very well? And that is where we are today. The citizens will have to rise to this occasion because we are the ones that are suffering. How much is petrol now? 700 naira plus. And here somebody is paying 1.1 billion in advance for his children. And you looking at me, watching me, cannot afford to send your school to even your children to Akara school. You know what we call Akara school in Warri those days? Akara school. You cannot. Ilekeu, you can't even send your child to Ilekeu. And you want to be praying 24/7. It ain't gonna work. My people. Thank you for those of you in the comment section. Sure. I can hear you too. May God save your soul. I think I've highlighted this. Who is this? What's the reason for choosing the background at electricity? You go explain tire. Who get time for that one? Now that one I dey pay you. I'm tired of getting annoyed, Ojari. Have you not seen the young people out in support? That is that is the weirdest thing. They are out in support of, he has supporters. And yet nobody is supporting Bobrisky. Bobrisky that commit an offense that 99.9% of Nigerians have committed and still committing, nobody supported him. But they are supporting Yahaya Bello, who took the people's money, the country's money. That is the weirdest thing so far. And yet, all they want to do is to japa from Nigeria and go somewhere else with such a mentality. With such what? A mentality. How is this happening? How is this happening? And yet we Nigerians, we complain of our leaders and we are not doing anything about it. 2 days ago, Aisha Yusuf was supporting or was arguing, I beg your pardon, P2B versus Labour Party lawmakers, making excuses. I'm going to run that broadcast. It's one of the some foolish broadcast statement I've ever heard in my life. That country, we don't know anything. We just start. Rise up, guys. Mindset problem in this. I agree with you. It's mindset problem, Steve. However, the mindset can be changed. Mindset can be changed. That is why it's called mindset. It's setting. It's been set to a particular program. However, there's what they call reset. You can reset it and start from the beginning or reset it into another thing. That's why it's called mindset. You set it. It's setting. Huh? I should not let Pansat come for me. Pansat, listen, the issue of Pansat, you see, telling Rudolph to go to hell. And Rudolph actually went to hell. We'll do that broadcast. That's for another day. Leave the matter there. Leave Pansat to this. Pansat has nothing to do with this. Pansat knows the conspiracy theory around this Yahaya Bello. That we all don't know. Listen, the man makes sense at times. It's just that he's frustrated, like many of us. Each with his own form of expressing their frustration. So he expresses his own in a way he knows best how to express it. Everyone is tired. But what are we going to do? What we can do is right in front of us, honestly speaking. We don't have to go to the mountain. Like what Fallon said, I don't have to go to America to know what to do. We know what to do. We just refuse to do it. Because why? We always want an easy way out. Thinking that easy way is a way. It's not a way. Japa is not the solution. Go and ask those who have jackpot before. It's not the solution. Because if it is the solution, Rudolph and many others who are genuinely concerned about Nigeria will not be crying and making broadcasts every day. I know few are after subscription and viewership. We can understand that one. They will always exist. But there are those who are genuinely concerned, who are in diaspora, genuinely concerned. If Japa was the solution, then Andrew no check out, which is my name anyway. We all checked out. But we are still here today wanting a change in that country. Because one way or the other, it affects us. So, no escape route for anyone. Even if you told yourself, I will never come back to that country again, you are only saying something that millions have said before. You have no any other country. It doesn't matter what other citizenship you have acquired along the line. We have no other country. We have to fix it for generation come. Let me tell you for free. This is happening in 36 states. It's happening in the country, in the whole country, not just one. If you go to that American school now, that international school, you'll be surprised that each governor have their children, every governor have their child in that school. If not in that school, in another international school there. Imagine the amount of money they pay for school fees. Not like I said, we have to remain unbiased here, in that you can send your child to any school as long as you can afford it. If that school is Heavenly School or Health School and you can afford it, they are paying 1 billion naira per term. It's coming from your pocket. It's nobody's business. You work for your money. But when you take the people's money, and yet the people are suffering, the people are actually suffering. But like somebody said there, they've not really suffered enough, because if truly the people are suffering, they would have what? They would have risen up to the occasion and say, you know what? We've had enough. Enough is enough. They will take to the streets. They will protest. They will go to the government house. They will go out to the government house. The man who said is not desperate to be president, but desperate to change the country. It doesn't make sense to me. How can you say you're not desperate to be president, but you're desperate to say it? How do you change it then? How do you change it? By going to commission Jackie Pump in the north? For crying out loud. Are we talking about Jackie Pump in this day and age? Your fellow man, one of your armies, Dele Faro to me said he has raised army that are willing to die for the truth. What is the truth? Like I said, this is not about him, but this is linked to him, in that if he wants to eradicate poverty in that country, let me tell you something. To win that country over is not by this talk you and I are doing. No. We have to do more than talk. We have to do more than talking. We have to do more than talking. And if you want to join the broadcast, you have to have your video on. Except you are joining from Nigeria, then you can indicate in the private chat that you are joining from Nigeria. And unto thyself be truth, please. Thank you very much for joining us. So I'll take a next. Nigerians are poor citizens. IMO. What do you mean by Nigerians are poor citizens? In I don't know. Could you explain, please? Help us by explaining. But what do you want PO to do? Come on, brother. Don't ask me this question. We are not joking here. What do I want PO to do? What did Mandela did? What did Indira Gandhi did? Martin Luther did? What did they do? This Pakistani man, Imran Khan, what did he do? Those who want change for their people, what did he do? He presented himself as the savior of the country. Maybe they gave him that title, I don't know. History is there. Go read history. Go read history. If you are desperate, we check the definition of the word desperate. If you are desperate, then lead your people, your army. I didn't say it. Dele Fatomi said he's been able to raise army who are willing to die for the truth. Except he wants to retract that statement. It's on record. He has raised army, but maybe the obedient, who are willing to die for the truth. Quote and unquote, willing what? To die for the truth. This statement was made by Dele Rotimi. So they must have sat down somewhere, or he must have seen something. So if these people are willing to die for the truth, it takes a few to save the others. After all, Jesus Christ died for the whole world. So if the few army he has will sacrifice their life, including himself, to die for the rest of the nation so that the nation will be changed, that will be a good thing. They will be immortalized. It will be in history. In fact, it will be taught in Nigerian history, in the world history, that this man and his army were able to save the country, the 200 million plus Nigerians. They saved them. So don't ask questions that you have answers to, with due respect. Thank you very much. Let's you never saw the Peter Boy. Stop lying, fake pastor like you. Thank you. Listen, I voted for him. I don't need to justify that. The records are there, and I have my reasons why I vote for him. And it is within my right to also call him out. I don't vote for somebody and say, oh, because I voted for him, if he did something wrong, I will not talk. No, that is not me. I don't need to defend truth here. Truth don't need any defense. If you go to the broadcast of 23rd of February, the day the election was held, you will see me. So I don't need to defend it. I have nothing personal against him. On this show, I asked him a question. If he's aware of the $30,000 that was paid to the senators, he said no, he was not aware. He's on record. And to me, that is incorrect statement because everybody knows about it. So he cannot say he did not know about it. I'm telling you the truth. Go watch it. Fake and do whatever you call your name is. If you can call me a fake pastor, it's allowed. That is allowed. Jesus Christ said, beware of what? Of fake prophets. So even though I'm not fake, it's allowed. No offense taken. By their fruit, you shall know them. You don't even know me. You don't know my fruit. So you are telling me I'm fake. What ground do you have? What are you basing your allegation or your claim that I'm fake on? If you can what? If you can answer my question. If you say I'm fake, what do you base it on? What interaction have you and I had that you said I'm fake? We've not had any interaction. These are the kind of people that when you put them in position in Nigeria, they will destroy the country for you because what? They are clueless. This is not a joking matter. Today, I'm not a nice guy. I'm just going to tell you right now. Today, I'm not a nice guy because the issue we are talking about is a serious issue because millions are dying in that country. Pump of petroleum, 1 liter is over 700 naira now in Nigeria. Officially, they are selling it. So if you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. I watched you during the campaign in this platform before the election. You never supported P2B. Please stop lying. Inandi, goodness me. Oh, you are the one in the background. I watched you during the campaign season in this platform. Before the election, you never supported P2B. Please stop lying. I'll bring you on the platform. If you can show your face, I'll bring you on the platform. It would be nice if you can show your face wherever you are. You are in the private chat. You are what? You are sending the message. Show your face and let's have this discussion. It will be nice. If you are very confident of yourself, you've joined the platform, show your face and what? And let's have this discussion. You say you are walking. Can you talk? Can you indicate if you can talk? If you can indicate, I will make exception because of the allegations you've put in front. I will make exception. If you can talk, say you can talk. There's no point you being on the platform if you cannot talk. So if you want to stay on the comment section, stay on the comment section. But if you want to come on the platform, you can talk. You don't want to show your face. I will make an exception up to the rule. Okay, see, you can't. So I'm going to put you out there. Anyway, you are just lying, staying there. Anyway, thank you for that comment. One of these days, I hope I will see you. I'm going back to the main comment section again. Let me deal with let me deal with people that matters. Where did I stop? Yeah, okay, yeah. So the next comment is it has to be collective, not a one-man thing. Who have said it's a one-man thing? It has an army. It has supporters. It's collective. It has to lead. It has to what? It has to lead. He's the leader of the people. He's the leader of the people. Who is this again? I never supported P2B before last presidential election. I went, I think your foolishness. Go and check my broadcast. You will see me campaigning for P2B there. So entertaining your foolishness doesn't make sense to me. PO should be left to do how he wants. Find your own leader. I will. Thank you. This is why we never get it right in Nigeria. We'll never ever get it right in Nigeria. When it's a matter that concerns us, you see, I don't mean to say this. I really don't mean to say this, but I'm going to say it, okay? Those of us who criticize Kulata and others for supporting Tinubu, we are not different from them. Honestly speaking, We are not what? Different from them. So we should not be criticizing them because we are doing the same thing. Steve and Co., you are doing the same thing. You can't call out your own when it's not doing right. We are doing the same thing. That's just the truth. Who is this? Cheesy. Pastor Onyeka, whatever you call my name. You can raise up too, of course. The Kanu that raise up is dying in prison. Will you be there if they will say Obi want to break up Nigeria? Okay, you are citizens of Nigeria, you can. Of course, I will be there. Why won't I be there? I've never chickened out. Never chicken out. I will never ever chicken out. I will never chicken out. So can be there. Nnamdi Kanu is there. It's only there. Listen, thank you for Cheesy. Thank you for raising this up. You see, today I was thinking about Nnamdi Kanu, and I'm going to tell you categorically. You see, Showore has been released. I mean, it was initially in prison, but it's been set free. It's back to America now. Do you know, if you know why Nnamdi Kanu is being kept there, it will shock you. It is his own kinsmen, the lawmakers, that are keeping him there. Nobody else is keeping him there. Because if they want him out, his own kinsmen are the one holding him back. Nobody else again. They are using him as trade for barter. He's a pawn. They're using him as a pawn. That's why he's still there. And he will remain there because his own kinsmen, who are lawmakers, have never raised concern. Because if they've raised concern, it's about the rule of law. Is the rule of law being applied? The answer is no. Go and investigate this thing and come back and tell me I am wrong. Come back and tell me that. Thank you very much for that, Cheesy. I appreciate that. So, you can see how desperate those in public are stealing. In fact, this is beyond desperation, Sawo. This is wickedness. It's not desperation. It's wickedness. Wickedness in the sense that it is not your money. Like I said earlier, and I'm going to repeat, I can decide to send my child to American University, to Columbian University, to Harvard University. If I am spending my money, if it is my money, it's nobody's business. This also applies to everyone. If it is your money, it is nobody's business. What you do with your money is your business. But this money was taken from Kogi Treasury, and from report, Kogi is in a mess. In fact, it's in a mess up state. If you were here last weekend, when a man, he was actually speaking from the airport and was challenging Pansat, or I don't know who he was challenging. It's on record. He said he has investment there, and Kogi and Yahaya Bello has never done well. This is the evidence. This is buttressing what the man said. I probably asked Rudolph to cut that clip and play it out maybe during this Saturday weekend. This is exactly what the man is saying. If I mean, what I do with my money is my business. But people's money and the citizens or the people in Kogi State are what are suffering. I don't think they can even afford 3 square meal. Salaries have not been paid for years. You can say the video was played on this channel, so it's not in secret. It's not in secret. So, CJ Okonkwo, if we were all in Nigeria, do you think some of this conversation can be had? Of course, I think so. If we were all in Nigeria, this conversation will go on. However, there is a clause there. One of the reasons why Nigerians are not so much into this conversation, in fact, 2 reasons. 1, the electricity issue. 2, data issue. Okay. And also, Nigerians are more interested in comedy. Sometimes I just wonder how we think. I'm not against comedy. I'm not against short skit or whatever it is. But these are the conversations that we are to be having that will spur us to what? to stand up and do the right thing. I'm going to spend, this is 34 minutes and 57 and counting. I'm here because I can afford, because there's constant electricity, and because there is data for, even though it's paid. But typical Nigeria will not spend 35 minutes on a live broadcast. I was talking to someone on WhatsApp today, and the line keep cutting off over and over and over. Yes, we will, and I believe this discussion is being had they're having this discussion, but not with this intensity. There's so much, I don't know what to describe it. Even the news media that are supposed to blow this thing up, I just don't know why, honestly speaking. And that is why I say, and I will stand on what I say, my fundamental right. If P2B is claiming that his claim is that he's desperate to see the country change, then he ain't going to achieve that with the way he's going about it. It ain't going to happen. Not in a billion years. It will never happen. It will never happen. We would have been told to come to villages to have this conversation. There's nothing wrong if we go to villages, if this conversation is had in villages. It starts from there. By the time we have it in the village, it comes to the city. The city, or it starts from the city, it's going to spread out. Nobody will tell you to come to Enugu State from Lagos. No, I don't think so. The conversation will take place in the village. It's an extension. It's an extension. So having this conversation is very important. Because trust me, if you ask Nigerians today, if they know about, some of them have not heard about this news. You and I in diaspora hears news faster, quicker than those in Nigeria. Strangely, but that is the truth. That is the truth. So we are their mouthpiece. You raised up. Don't point anyone to raise up. We in Nigeria are always looking for a scapegoat. In America, everyone have the right to start up protests. Okay, you are correction. I don't know if you're addressing me, but that is not the correct spelling of my name. So you can't pronounce it right if you spell it like that. So maybe it's me you're talking. So you are so disillusioned. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. For listening to me, for you listening to a delusional person speaks volume about yourself. But thank you for that. I take that as a compliment. I hardly take such thing as an offense. I grew with time. I have grown into this broadcasting. But I appreciate that almost 105 people are listening to a delusional person, meaning that I'm making sense. If nobody was listening to me, that means I'm not making sense. But anyway, cheesy. Thank you for that. I appreciate. I'm here for the comment section. So, in that the fact, I cannot agree with whether hypocrisy is intentional. Unless the case is mental illness. Thank you. Jacopi, electricity. You go explain tire. No evidence of what, Jacopi? The evidence is right before you now. Are you saying that Yahaya Bello did not pay 1.1 billion for his children's school fees? Please tell me. Are you saying so? Well, Tuesday, you see, I'm gonna take your comment. Maybe you need to go ask about me very well. So I like I said, if you said I'm delusional, whatever you say, I don't think I should be answering your questions either as well too. Except you want to come out and say that you can come on the platform. This is why the platform is there. The link is there. I'm going to repost it again. It would be nice if you guys come out and let's have this discussion. Don't just stay behind the screen there and be typing. Anybody can stay behind the screen and be typing. So you can come out there. Jerry James, God bless you. Some so-called paid agent person are defending Bello day by day. Listen, it's within their fundamental right to defend who they want to defend. Don't let us kill them or criticize them with that. But one thing they fail to understand is the pain being caused by these so-called leaders is affecting them directly or indirectly. It's a result of selfishness. They don't see beyond what they will gain. They don't see beyond that. They don't care about what the masses. They don't care about it. So let them defend. Tomorrow they will come again. If you mark their name, tomorrow when something else come again, they will change. They are not stable. Most of them are not stable. Most of them are not stable. Sure, what do you mean in your opinion? In my opinion, IMO. What do you mean by that? Please tell me. What do you mean by sure? You started this conversation. Electricity, so you're a pastor for real. Well, I don't know how do you want me to defend that or to explain that? I need a certificate? Or I need to go to a theological school? Please. I don't know how to answer that question. You need to give me something to answer it with. Please. Thank you very much. In the Kano and Sunday Gal, we are regular people like Pastor Electricity. Who is this doctor? The question is, when is Pastor Electricity going to rise? If this is Rudolph, if that is what you went to learn in hell, that pastor said you should go to hell, and you went to learn and you came back with. Welcome. Don't worry. There's a broadcast on you and Pansa. I believe you must have seen it. I've already uploaded. I've set it up. I don't know if it's Rudolph, but wait till we do that your broadcast and Pansa. When he asks you to go to hell. So I will not be entertaining. I'm being Me, I have already started leading Rudolph. I don't know if it's you or forefather or whoever the moderator who is sending this message. But whoever the person is, I hope it is not Rudolph, because he has no ground to say this thing after being asked to go to hell by Pansat. So we'll leave that question for now. So you say serious issue. Nigeria is a joke. No, Nigeria is not a joke. It's our country. So it is our country. So I'm gonna skip Steve. I'm gonna skip Nandi, Fekadu. I think when I give you audience unnecessary, you think you're important. No, you are not important. So we are not. Chibuze, we alone can liberate ourselves. Yeah, according to Mandela. Bob Marley, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. So that is what it is. Thank you again, Dr. Damages. It's and the Kano and Sunday, same thing again. In the Kano, when will electricity rise? I have started this. You know this already. Listen, I have started. It's not a secret. Whoever is saying this, I don't know if it's a new moderator. It can be sure, definitely. If this person is a new moderator, you know I've started my own. I can't pull crowd. I'm not pulling crowd the way people. Let's be realistic here. Rudolph Okonkwo, I'm assuming, I stand to be corrected, that this is Rudolph saying this. You own this channel. You've been running this channel for only God knows how many years now, which is a great applause to you for being able to stay this long. And you're doing the same thing I am doing, which is what? We are rising, we are leading people. In your own secret, your own personal life, you do. And I do mine also. But like I said, we have different personality. P2B has been able to. He has that platform, that megaphone that you and I don't have. Even though we are on YouTube almost on a daily basis. He does not own a channel like you and I own a channel that he run a broadcast. But he has been able to motivate, to influence people. And that is what he should capitalize on. To influence these people towards, you know my message, Section 68 and 110 of the Constitution. So it's like he is popular, more popular than any of us. More popular than any of us. So I don't see the point you are raising when you know me very well. So what's your point? Whoever is typing this message. I need you to clarify what your point is. Yes, I agree with you, CY, 2ICK. Comedy is a coping mechanism for Nigerians. 100%. I agree with you on that. But beside that, comedy will come and go. The reality is still there. The reality is still there. Comedy will come and go. You will still go to the petrol and to the filling station to buy petrol for 700 naira plus to watch that same comedy. You will still go to the market and buy things expensive. Comedy will come and go. You have to pay your child's school fees or children's school fees. You have to pay your rent. You have to survive. The government is not helping you in any way, no support. And the comedy, which is a coping mechanism, won't put money in our pocket either, but rather is putting money in the comedian's pocket. So let's be realistic here. Yes, it's a coping mechanism. I watch comedy too. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. So that is it. That's just the truth. Olu Adebayo, do we really need someone to tell us that our leaders in Nigeria are not doing well before we know that? No, we know that. We know our leaders are not doing well. But what are we doing about it? Are we going to wait for the next election to come before we start to act? This is where I often said the problem lies. We wait and wait. And Nigerians, given to the 2023 election, everyone has retracted back to their base. So 2027 is a free show for APC. That is guaranteed. Take it or leave it. If anyone thinks Peter B will stand a chance in 2027, except he goes and join APC, then they will vote for him. But if it is Labour Party, forget it. What did I say? Quote me on this. Write it down. If it is Labour Party come 2027, forget it. Except he go and join APC or form his own political party. Ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work at all. It ain't gonna work. Somebody said, CJL, electricity missed the joke. I missed the joke. That's why I'm asking you to please clarify. Tell me what the joke is all about. So, tell me what the joke is all about. Let me put this. Warning out there, please. It's we have to. Can we apply decorum in our comment, please? I have show watching this thing. It's a moderator. And the policy is if two moderators agree on blocking somebody, I will go ahead and block certain people. So if you cannot apply moderation or if you cannot construct your statement very well, you will be blocked. Take it or leave it. You can take your complaint to Rudolph. That's within your right. So Show is watching this comment. If I highlight your comment again, that means I'm going to block you entirely. So if you cannot apply decorum, we can make joke, but we also don't have to be insulting one another. So if we are well raised, I'll appreciate you use that well raised behavior and use your language. Choice of language matters a lot because millions or thousands of people are going to read this comment later on. So I will appreciate that. It's a warning. I am not going to say it again. So where did I stop? Joe, sure. Please tell me what the joke is, please. I will really appreciate it so much. CJ is talking about village cause Yahaya Bello to visible to send his men to interrogate him. Yes, I listened to that broadcast. That's another crazy. Yahaya Bello is a very brave man, to be honest. But the sad thing is that nothing will happen. That's just the sad thing at the end of the day. Nothing will happen. The EFCC chairman will not resign. Will he be able to prosecute Yahaya Bello? I doubt it. He will not be able to. It will not be able to. But it's a certain that many Nigerians are dying. They can't even afford, some of them cannot afford 3 square meal. Some Nigerians, I'm being honest with you, some Nigerians cannot afford 3 square meal a day. And here is a man paid 1.1 billion. And this money was not paid in naira, according to the information I start. It was paid in dollars. The same dollars that they say is affecting everything. 800 and something $1,000 was paid. The total money amount to 1.1 billion in advance. In what? In advance. How many Nigerians pay school fees in advance? How many? Even there are schools today that have to send their pupils away because their parents could not afford to pay. I speak from what I know. Because when I was in Nigeria, some students were stopped from what? From entering the school. And when I asked them how much were their school fees, some said it is something thousand. I said, this one big past me. I have to personally plead that let them go in. Their parents cannot afford. And the school recently increased the school fees before, and they have to pay this money before the third term that just commenced last week or last 2 weeks or this week. And here is someone from the state treasury. Go to the state. I will look for that video and cut it out where that man was telling us how Kogi State is. And some people will rise up and defend such things. So some people will rise up and defend it. This is my first time of coming across you. 5 minutes into the show. I like it. Thank you for that. God bless you. Chim, what is the topic exactly? Electricity. The topic is highlighted there. How Yahaya Bello paid 1.1 billion for his children's school fees from Kogi Treasury. I think the other day Show was saying, this is a joke or play. Show was saying that Chim, you are related to Yahaya Bello one way or the other. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong then. So please clarify yourself, Chim. Yeah, moderator. Yeah. Okay, thank you for that too. I think it's Rudolph. Is the one bent on ordaining you as I tell you, it must be Rudolph. No. You don't know why. If it is Rudolph, you don't know why Rudolph is this mad. You know why? Because Pansat asked him to go to hell. If it is Rudolph, I can tell you why Rudolph is mad. Because Pansat is body man. The man he accommodates, he gives longer time than any panelist. He is biased towards the rest panelists, but towards Pansat, he is unbiased. Now, Pansat now told him to go to hell. Now, it's kind of pissing him off. So he's attacking because I set up a broadcast that himself and Pansat. Don't worry, we'll run that. That will be our first comedy night. It's called Yabis Night. It's taking place. It will take place after this broadcast. I'll probably suspend Bobrisky's broadcast to some other time. So if it's Rudolph, you know what he's doing. Are you trying to send all the damage back to leave him? No worry, sure. The broadcast is tonight. All of us will all gather together. I think Rudolph will be there as well too. Please join. Sure, I will really appreciate it. Listen, this is a serious matter. This is not a joking matter. So how do we salvage this country? Because this thing is getting, in fact, with this government, it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. I know this thing has been going on years, but it seems, I don't know whether it's getting worse or it has become the norms and nothing is being done. And I kind of wonder those who push messages out, sort of positive messages out about this government. I really don't understand. I was reading today that the economy is getting better, or I don't. It wants to alleviate poverty by financial inducement to Nigerians. I really don't understand those who sit down, compose this information, and put it out there. These are the people that I think they are more wicked than the president. I don't know what they call them. I don't know what title they give to them. These ones are more wicked than the president himself. May God help us. I really don't know. Sure. We now have a ghost moderator. We don't know where a ghost moderator is coming from. Sure, you've built yourself. I definitely, I know it's not you. It's not to Nigeria as well, too. It has to be Rudolph. It has to be. It will dance itself out. Don't worry. It will dance itself out. I think it's Rudolph. That comment has some mischief on peculiar to Dr. Miller. You see, even those who knows Rudolph better than me are telling you, sure. So it has to be him. He's watching us. You know, it's sad. He went to hell. You know, Rudolph has a grudge against God and Jesus Christ. So he was not happy when Pastor told him to go to hell. his book that is coming up, Why I'm Angry. I've forgotten the title. Why I'm Angry with Jesus Christ. He hasn't published it yet. So Pastor asking him to go to hell instead of heaven is very pain. It really hurt his feelings. It hurt his manly feeling, and we can understand. We will suit him up. We will suit it up when it comes. When it comes next time. I think it's him too. It's not. It's not learned lesson. Sure, don't let Rudolph ban you from his broadcast. He's not learned his lesson yet. Listen, we will intentionally be bringing Passat on the platform. Because of this, Passat, if you are hearing me, automatic audience for you when you come on the platform. If I am there, I will kick anybody out and I'll put you on. Passat, you have that privilege, exceptional privilege, to come on the platform whenever Rudolph is there. I will be there behind the screen. I will put you in there. I will knock one moderator out and put you in there. You are the one that fits Rudolph. God bless you, Pansat, and God bless your entire family and all your side chicks. Thank you very much. Let's go to Roland Gabriel. Yahaya Bello must have offended the cabal. If not, how much is 84 billion or $700K? It's normal in Nigeria, and people steal more than that, and we all benefit from the corrupt one way or the other. No, not all of us benefit from it. In fact, there's nothing good in benefiting from corruption. Let's just clear that out there now. Maybe he has offended because the report says he supported Tinubu one time, he didn't support. That is not the point. The point is this: according to report, Kogi State is in fact, the entire country is in a mess. We're not going to deny that. It's in a mess. But these children, your children, do you know the damage is caused to these children? Because the moment we hear this is Yahaya Bello child or children, everybody will say, oh, so your father is the one that, so your father stole our money. We didn't go to school. This thing have ripple effect. These people don't know. It does have ripple effect. And if care is not taken, those children's life will be messed up. And that's just the truth. We think they are living in a protected environment. It only appears to be so. Because that money, the 1.1 billion naira, imagine the good it will do if it's invested in education, in housing, in transportation, just name it. Imagine the prayers, the praise, the commendation you will get, future commendation you will get. I mean, some people say Alex Oti didn't start the electricity. Of course, it did not, but he saw to it that it was finished. Alex Oti, and that's why I say it is possible for things to work in that country. The lawmakers passed law that no more pension for ex-governors, for whoever they call them for. He's been able to pay outstanding pension to pensioners, even if he did nothing again. Even if the next person that will come after him do not follow up this legacy, Alex Oti's name will always go in history. People will talk about him. Do we not consider a good name is better than riches? A good name is better than wealth. A good name is better. Alex Oti, regardless of what you think of him today, these three things that has happened, the electricity, whether it works or not, people are saying it's working. The law in respect to paid pension, those who left government or ex-governors or whatever it is, and being able to pay pensioners up to 12, I think up to 9 years backwards. Do you know how many have died before that? I have family members who died waiting for their pension. They never received their pension. So the name of Alex Oti will go down in history as a good name, will forever be remembered. Will forever be what? Be remembered. That will be the case of what? Of Alex Oti. His name will forever be remembered. Regardless of who you are or what you are, his name will be remembered. Just 2 minutes break, and I'll be back to you. Just have a 2 minute break, please. 2 minute break.
And tonight, this gentleman will be making his network television debut. This is his most recent album right here. It's called Spirit of Love. We're very pleased to welcome Majek Feshek.
Thank you very much. I hope you are hearing me loud and clear. I just have to put on my earphone because of background. So the name of Alex Oti will go down well in history. Because why? He has chosen the path of a good name than what? Than riches. That is the path he has chosen. And anyone who chooses to take that path, what Alex Oti did clearly tells us that it is possible to change the trajectory, to change the system, to change things in the country there. What Alex Oti did is possible for things to be changed in the country there. So if we don't get that, if you don't get that, 1 second, please.
And tonight, this gentleman will be making his network television debut. This is his most recent album right here. It's called Spirit of Love. We're very pleased to welcome Majek Feshek.
My apology for that break again, please. I apologize for that. So this is what we are talking about. A good name is better than rich. I don't know how they put it in Yoruba. There's a way each tribe has its own way of describing or telling this statement I just made in English. So is that not what we should aspire for? A good name where people will pray for you, will pray for your generation to come. They will pray for your generation to come. It is possible to achieve this in the country. So those who think the country is caused, no, it's not. Alex Oti did it. Whether his legacy will be followed, he has laid one. Whether the next government will be followed, we follow it up and maintain it. Governance and maintain it. We don't know. We pray so. But while he is there, this will forever be there. This will forever be there, will be on his name. So, what are we not talking about here? Where did I stop? Hold on. It's not about the show. It's not me. Okay, I've taken that already. So I've taken that already. I think I stopped here. Yeah, I corrected this. The last part that says we all benefit from the corrupt one way or the other. Not everyone. Not everyone benefits from it. Not everyone is part of it. So not everyone is part of it. Thank you very much, Shaw. It's a spot on. Thank you very much. uh, listen, Gabriel, you said I'm authoritarian. I will try not to be too emotional. I'm not authoritarian. Okay, this is a public discussion. If we don't know what it means to apply decorum, I don't think you will sit down when you come to the comment section. You tolerate people insulting you and you don't react, you don't respond. I can play videos that you've responded to insults several times, including insulting the person, but including insulting a lady as after. So I don't know what you mean by don't be emotional, wherever you are, Roland Gabriel. Anyway, we continue. You guys shouldn't be worse than the Nigerian government. You guys shouldn't be worse than the Nigerian government that we are complaining about by being more authoritarian than they are. I don't understand. You guys shouldn't be worse. I don't understand. Could you if that's it's not correct? Hello, I am the deciding judge. Send me back and I make I beg electricity not to. Sure. I think I'll put Shaw on timeout. What is brave about Yahaya Bello criminality? I don't know. There's nothing brave about it. I would say it's brave. I don't know. Has anyone said it's brave here? You are the one. You and some other people are the one insulting, using derogatory language. So, who have said? Did I say Yahaya Bello is brave? Even if I use the word, he is brave. Brave in the sense that the audacity, the tenacity for him to do such is crazy, it's madness. So I don't know. 3 square meal, plenty can't eat once a day. That's true. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. If people, those who go to Nigeria, it's a challenge for even some people to be able to afford 1 square meal a day. I know that. And I agree, it's a challenge. So 3 square meal, if they get 3 square meal, they're on top of the moon. So when Timmy Priest Ty Silva was governor, he used state funds in settling fees of his family persons ahead. This thing has been going on. It's not today. But what I'm trying to say is the audacity, the braveness, the that in this government, this particular government, the way they steal money, I use the word steal money. It's like they don't have conscience. It's like their conscience have died. It's like their conscience have died. I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Uh, who is this again? Roland, please with us to call out to the government of his home state of Bayelsa. He never wants to talk about Bayelsa, probably because of conflicting interest. Okay. I love such comment. Roland Gabriel, when you use the word conflicting interest, meaning that you have evidence to such. On this platform, I've said it over time. I'm going to repeat it again. I am not going to pick out a particular state to say this state is worse off than that other state. I won't say Lagos is worse off
than Ekiti State. I won't say Ekiti State is worse off than Plateau State. Beside Alex Oti, Abia State, if I'm correct, beside Abia State, who appears to have made that turn in the same Nigeria. No state is different from each other. There is nowhere they are buying petrol. No state in Nigeria, they are buying petrol at 100 naira, and the rest are buying it at 700 naira plus. So if you can point out which state, either Bayelsa State, either Delta State, either Edo State, either River State, either Plateau State, either Kano State, Kaduna, we can name it. Tell me the state that sells petrol, that the citizens goes to the filling station and buy petrol for 100 naira, and the rest states are buying it for what? For 700 naira plus. Roland Gabriel, that is a question for you to answer. The reason why I don't talk about Bayelsa State is that it's not different from what? From other states. Do you know there was a time there was no electricity in Bayelsa State for months, going to a year? So what's the difference? There's only one road that goes into Bayelsa State and one road that comes into Yenogwa. One road goes in, one road comes out. If I'm correct, I still know. I was still in Bayelsa State, Yenogwa. I still visited the place. Up to today, before you will get, they buy water. They buy water. They buy water. Most of the houses don't have boreholes, which is what is known to be used in Nigeria. Before you will see a jacket pump, the type Obi is going to commission or give them in the north. Before you will see a jacket pump, in fact, I doubt it if you will see it. So I know that it's not different. So I'm not going to pick Bayelsa State and say because it's my state. That will be conflict of interest, but you've not highlighted any conflict of interest. You use words that you don't have any evidence to even support it. You said probably. I get that. Probably because of conflict of interest. But when you are using even probably, you can still be challenged. So it's either you clarify yourself or you retract it. But this is a public forum. But remember, it's against your name, Roland Gabriel. That is if you are using your real name. Thank you. I cannot be related. Okay. You see, Chim have clarified himself. Roland Gabriel, I hope you will follow suit. Chim just clarified himself. I cannot be related to that man. Anyway, what Bello did is the norm with most Nigerians elite. Even the former aviation minister scam Nigeria. If the ESC does its job a lot, we go to jail. But the question is, Chim, would they really go to jail? The only person they've only been able to jail, I stand to be corrected, I don't know everything, it's only Bobrisky. Bobrisky was jailed for an offense that 99.9% of Nigerians committed. And what do? We criticize him. We discriminate against Bobrisky. We talk against him. We curse him. We say it's God's judgment upon him. So if that is God's judgment upon him, so we would say that Yahaya, Bello, and others stealing money is God's judgment upon us. Let's be realistic here. So let's tell ourselves the truth. I don't know. I don't understand. Let's tell ourselves the truth. One Nigeria, all these are just distractions. I don't know why Nigerians are discussing Yahaya Bello and Eddie Seriki. I don't understand. One Nigeria, if you don't mind, can you tell us what we should discuss? Okay, I'm giving you that benefit of doubt. Okay, I'm giving you that benefit of doubt. If this, you are saying 1.1 billion naira is a distraction. Distraction from what? I mean, you raise a point. I'm not going to dismiss your argument. I don't do that. Distraction from what? No one Nigeria. I'll look for your response. Distraction from what? Why shouldn't we be discussing about it? Even let's just say if for just discussion, for the purpose of discussion, why shouldn't we? Please, I need you to clarify that. Suberi, are you not in Nigeria? What Peter B is not doing well? Why are you not doing better? Listen, this is not challenge. Suberi, this is not challenge. Please, with due respect, I'm not, this is not about challenge. The man has presented himself. Okay? Even till tomorrow, some people criticize Martin Luther King, Mandela, this and that, but they still put out themselves there to save the nation. So, please, I'm not challenging Peter Obi, but what I'm saying is, if he's desperate to see Nigerian change, and he has army, according to Dele Farotimi, who are willing to die to lay their life down for the truth, then you should call them up and let them do the right thing. I don't have the army, except you want to enlist in my army. Suberi, please kindly indicate so that I can enlist you in there. All right, thank you very much. I used to benefit from the corrupt politician. You used to. Oh, thank God, confession. I have plenty rotten people destroying Nigeria in my family. Yes, and I decided to stop chopping corrupt money back in 20. Most of us have people there. Well, when you say most, you have to be very careful with that because don't let them come after you. Do you have evidence for that? It's a good thing you said you used to benefit from the corrupt politician and you've repented. Thank God. These are such things we are looking for repentance. But most people, I don't think so. Somehow. Thank you for that, Roland. But I'm still waiting for your clarification. Uh, the painful part is that Yahaya was touted as a young injection into politics, like earlier. Most elites, whether in politics or private, are stealing to educate their children and family. That is just, it's very sad. Thank you for that, Chief. It's very sad. Stealing to educate their children while others' children and families are suffering. But the money is not their money. The money is meant for everyone. So why this madness? Why this madness? Thank you for that, too. At sure, Roland, hook me up with those corrupt people. Make me to church, man. I will repent after 2027. Anyway, I need few people to agree with me to put show on timeout or to block show completely. Chim, I need you to agree with me on that and other few people. 2YK, do you agree that I put show on timeout for the moment? Please, I need just one or two person to agree with me. For why? Good care, good nanini. No be for most Nigerian politicians. I don't understand. Thank you for those of you that are putting your comment, please. This is your people should be electing good people. Yes, they should be electing good people. We should be electing good people. So, when do we start that? It is now we have to start it. And I said it, and I repeat again. My gospel, my preaching, it's when the people rise up and start to invoke Section 68 and Section 110 of the Constitution, then we will start to see a change. This thing will continue. Listen, I've said this years back ago. I stand on what I say. Section 68, Section 110. That is my campaign. That is what I think. I use the word think before some people now say I'm dictating for Peter Obi. That is what I think people like Peter Obi should pick up and tell his army to go campaign on Section 68 and Section 110. But they won't do that. They won't. I just they won't. They won't do that. So that is it. Sure, I forgive you for what you just said there. Leave tomorrow out of it. I'm not going to highlight the last thing you just said, sure. And the last two comments, I'm not going to highlight it. So, Roland Gang, ask electricity now. If you know how allocation is distributed in Bayelsa, Bayelsa is the most useless state in Bayelsa or in Nigeria. I beg your pardon. Now, so share money. Nollywood actresses headquarters. Roland, you are not wrong in this, but I won't say it's the most useless state in Bayelsa, in Nigeria. No. But you see, why I don't talk about Bayelsa, maybe it's the smallest state, maybe in terms of land mass, but it's a riverine area. So beside the land mass, it's still a big state. So they have the resources, they have the potential, the resources to develop that state to be one of the best states in the country. But fortunately, that is not the case. And it is very, very sad. Like I said to you, they buy water. So imagine you go to Bayelsa today or you live in there, you will buy water for everything you do. So you measure water to bathe. I don't like going there. I have to be honest with you. You will measure water to bathe because you buy it, they sell it. There's a monopoly of it there. So it's not different. So I don't know where this your conflict of interest, probably conflict of interest is coming up from. I don't understand. As if I can't speak Igbo, so shows Oruko Rere Sonju. Yeah, a good name is better than wealth. So that's the Yoruba translation. I mean, I think is this the Igbo translation? Is Yafa Kemgo? I think that is the Igbo translation of a good name is better than riches. The Yoruba one is Oruko Rere Sonju Wura àti Fadakel, whatever it is. Anyway, I'm not going to bite my tongue because of sure. Thank you very much for those of you who have joined us in the comment section. I really appreciate you. And those of us watching us live, thank you very much again. And for Dr. Damages, we will be with Dr. Damages tonight. The first comedy broadcast, Yabi's section, is about Dr. Damages, aka, Rudolph Okonkwo, I beg your pardon, aka Dr. Damages, and the great Pansat, the Lion King. Tonight, it's going to be a banger. If it's not for the faint-hearted, so if you cannot take Yabis, do not come. That is why it's in the background. Trying to prosecute me. How can you prosecute a prosecutor? He's prosecuting me. Tonight is your night. You shall see something tonight. We've decided. Show will be there. Chim doesn't want to be part of the part of the people to kill, but show will be there. And I know forefathers will be there. And by the special grace of God, Grandfather Pansat will be there as what? As our special guest. The man who has that boldness, the brevity to tell Rudolph to go to hell. I love you, Pansat. We love you. We love you, Pansat. We love you. Electricity, good morning, Wachuku. God bless you. Yeah. Who is this one? Please don't react to that guy called Roda. No, it's okay. Listen, it's my job. I choose to come in. So, what is the lasting solution to Nigerian problem? Thank you for that, Adela Jaugunbi. The lasting solution to Nigerian problem is when the people rise, when the people, for emphasis sake, rise up to the occasion. When we start to change our own mindset, emancipate yourself from mental slavery, none but ourselves can free our own mind, change our mindset. When the people don't have disrespect to the Constitution, and the aspect of the Constitution I keep hammering on, Section 68 and Section 110 of the Constitution, that applies well to the lawmakers. I have said this over time and over time again. Nobody has proven me wrong. The throne, the pinnacle, the temple of corruption is the National Assembly. And until we get that place right, it doesn't matter if P2B become president tomorrow. Say Alex Oti, I was able to pull it off. People should go and learn. Where it made the lawmakers, with the lawmakers, they were able to pass a law whereby pensioners, pensioners, the law that if you're a state ex-governor, they said that they ain't going to be paid pension again. I don't know the details of the law, but in that line. Alex Otti was able to pay outstanding pensioners' salary. The lawmakers, they are our problem. That is where the problem lies. And the people, I'm answering your question. The people are the one that is in charge of the lawmakers, not the executive, not the judiciary. The people, you and I, Adelaja Ogumbi, you and I, we are their boss. They work for us. Until we now come to that understanding that these people work for us and we start to hold them accountable. Some of them don't attend sections. The Constitution clearly states when these people don't attend sections, some of them will lose their seats. It's there. It is us, you and I. That is the lasting solution, invoking Section 68 and Section 110 of the Constitution. That is the lasting solution. I mean, lasting solution to Nigeria problems. Prove me wrong. But up to date, no one has proved me wrong. No one has proven me wrong. Up to date. And that is what we kill or has killed the Labour Party. Where their lawmakers, their own lawmakers, they are supposed to be the difference. They are supposed to be what? The difference. They collected the token. They collected the SUV. There is no law against collecting the SUV. Probably no law against collecting what? The token. But morals, common sense says, if I'm saying I'm the difference, then let me make the difference. They collected $30,000. So tell me, which leg do they have to stand on? The party is in disarray. What's the chairman's name again? What's his name again? I've forgotten his name. There's so much allegation about it. The convention, they still say they didn't vote. So the party is in disarray. The lawmakers in particular have hit the last nail on the coffin. That party will not stand a chance in anything come 2027. Mark my word on it. Will not stand a chance on anything whatsoever. Not even a seat again. It won't happen. How do we get rid of these bad Nigerian leaders? That is the way we start from. I just highlighted it. I will focus on the lawmakers. Because why? They are the one responsible in holding the executive accountable. They do the checks and balance there. But because the executive has been able to infiltrate or influence these lawmakers, they don't do their job again. How much we're giving to them? They give them constituents allowance, project allowance, whatever you call it. And what do they do with it? They pocket it. So the constituency now has to rise up. The constituent, I beg your pardon, now have to rise up. We are responsible in holding them accountable. And until we come to that point, my brother or my sister, wherever you are, however it is, we will be running in circles. Doesn't matter whether you agree with me in respect to Peter B or not. It doesn't matter whether Peter B says desperate. Listen, a man who is desperate, I know he's not the leader of the party, a man who is desperate of seeing the country change, and he has the opportunity in his own backyard, which is the Labour Party, to take a stand on this $30,000. He did not take a stand. He has not taken a stand. I asked him the question here. Go back to the video. He said he's not aware of $30,000. Is there on record? I'm not making it up. I asked him that question. Are you aware of this? He said he's not aware. Even my boss, Rudolph Okonkwo, made a broadcast on it. I asked my boss to clarify to him. Maybe he does not understand my accent or my English because I'm from Bayelsa State. Maybe I'm speaking Ijaw language. He doesn't understand. So I asked my boss, Rudolph Okonkwo, to explain because he ran a broadcast on that 30,000 that everybody knows about. He said he's not aware of it. It's there on record. I just shook my head. I said, really? According to V, he's playing the script. Adelaja, I hope I've been able to answer your question. Who is this again? Tuwa, will you leave Dr. Rudolph alone, please? I have been to hell and back. Dr. Dan, guys, I think Rudolph has something to tell us about his experience at 6 p.m. Yes, he has something. He has something to tell us about it. He has no choice. He cannot escape it. But light or lie. Keep coming down. The Bible made mention of how bread eaten in secret is pleasant. So stealing public money is not an issue for these criminal things. We are not quoting that scripture completely. Bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But what happened next? Can you complete that scripture? I don't like when people quote half scripture, please, so that for the benefit of the audience, please complete it. Yes, bread is eaten in secret is pleasant, but there is a follow-up there. Okay, I know the scripture. Let me see if I can get it out right. Okay, bread is eaten in secret is pleasant. Bread eaten in secret is pleasant. Eaten in secret is pleasant, but there is something. The proverb, stolen waters are sweet and red in secret, but it means that people often eat pleasure and think things that they know. So there is a quote about it in the scripture. So I like us to complete the quote. So it teaches us that sin is fun. Sin is not fun. So this bread of deceit is sweet to eat, but afterward his mouth is full with gravel. Thank you. See, there is a quote on that in the Bible, and we must complete it for the purpose of the audience. Okay, we cannot promote what is wrong. Suberi, I'll come back. I'll take your comment later, but I need to highlight something that Sake just said here for the purpose of the audience, please. Here it is, please. Bread of deceit is sweet to a man, but afterward his mouth shall be filled with gravel. So you can see a good name, Urukotoda, a good name. I don't know how the Igbo translated it. Bread of deceit, stolen bread, is sweet to a man, but afterward his mouth shall be filled with gravel. So let's complete it. I love to complete the scripture, please. Thank you. Man of Prestige, welcome to the stage. The floor is yours. Address the audience before I go to the comment section.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I mean,
Man of Prestige, really? You're asking what
well, I had a little bit. I was on call at that particular time, but I had you say something about Obi. That is the main reason why I joined, because
what did you hear?
You said that you asked Obi if he had had something about the 30 billion, that 30 billion, that was,
Yes, I did.
Okay, and he said he under what context? Because that would baffle me, if you say I'm mad about it.
You know what you would do? The broadcast was held on this platform. I was the first person that. So if you go play it back, in what context? There's no context to it, to $30,000. There was no context to it. It was a question that was asked about the $30,000 that was given to the senators by Akpabio for the padding of the budget.
All right.
So what context are you looking for?
Okay. I guess I'm so baffled for him to say that, he haven't heard about it.
But it's on record. I'm not making it up.
No. I didn't say you made it up or something like that. That's not even where I'm talking about. I'm trying to understand where Obi was coming from.
Where is he coming from? Is he coming from heaven or hell? $30,000. Rudolph made a broadcast about it. So it's not a new thing. So where do you think he will be coming from?
Well, it doesn't make any sense. If he said that, that means he's lying.
Yeah, I decided not to say that he's lying, but
look, for me, me, I don't miss word. It doesn't matter. I don't care for anybody. I can call my president Biden here live. I can call my president live. Of course, Nigeria, all of most Nigerian government, all of them know, they're all always, So it doesn't really matter who it is. I don't care.
It's not an allegation I'm making. It's on record. When he came here, I was the first person Rudolph gave the opportunity to ask question, and that was my question. If you go play the tape back, you will see it, you will hear it. In fact, I thought he did not understand my question. I pushed it to Rudolph because Rudolph, I've done a broadcast on the $30,000. For Rudolph to clarify to him, maybe I'm speaking in a Jaw language, he doesn't understand my accent. That is possible. Some people get confused with my accent. Like Rudolph now, he just back from hell now. He won't understand my accent again. We can understand that. It's still on record. Everybody knows about that $30,000.
Yeah. That I understand. I'm not even querying your statement, but I'm trying to understand why would it come to this. I mean, because I know
I'm
he
not
came
in
on
his
here,
head.
but I wasn't available because I have something to do with, I have some engagement in church and some other things, that particular Sunday. Because I was very eager to come, but unfortunately, some family dynamic didn't allow me to come in because on Sunday, it's like a family time. So they didn't allow me to come on, so I didn't listen the whole thing. I listened to some of them because they play back, but not everything. So that particular question you said, you posed to him, and he completely said he wasn't aware of it. I call that a lie. If that's what really transpired, I'm gonna put it, like you said, I'm taking your word. But if you said you don't understand, I mean, he's my man, but if you're gonna
man of prestige,
yeah,
don't take my word for it, please. I will really appreciate that. This is about transparency and accountability here. Don't take my word. It's on record. The question I asked and its response are what are all on record. It will be there forever. Maybe I'm misquoting him, which I doubt, because I asked the question and I got the response back. So you go listen to it or ask Rudolph to cut it and play it.
Is it, hold on, let me ask something. Is it one of the first questions that was asked or the first?
That was the first, I'm the first person.
I'm gonna go back. No, I'm not disputing it because I'm kind of baffled for him to say he haven't heard about it. That's my
just go listen to it.
I will.
Okay. And it just went like that. But you see, when we come here, we say things are on record. For example, Pastor told Rudolph to go to hell. Not everybody knows about it. You understand?
I was there.
Okay, you were there. So, but it's on record. So somebody can come and say, oh, Pastor didn't say that. Pastor didn't tell Rudolph to go to hell. You don't need to argue with the person. You go back and play the video. You cut it out and play the video. I asked, is he aware of this $30,000 that was given to these people? It's there. In fact, I will go listen to it again. Based on this, you've raised it up because I asked the question. That was not the question I wanted to ask in the first place. The question I wanted to ask is, why has it not galvanized these people in respect to Section 68 and Section 110? But I pushed that aside. So let me ask this $30,000 because these people are out there to say they are different. I defended them during the token, whatever. I mean, the SUV collection in respect of the token and everything. But this is an outright $30,000. Nobody has come out to deny it, not even Labour Party. In fact, I went to the Labour Party, website. They put in a statement there that they've disappointed the people. They've not represent the people as a good ambassador. The lawmakers, the Labour Party lawmakers, on their website, the party said they've not been a good ambassador to the people. That is the only thing they did to them. I have to request for the constitution of the Labour Party in respect to what they do to party members who bring the party to disrepute. No disciplinary action has been taken. And you think that party will come in 2027, will win one election? Ain't gonna happen. Never. Never. It will never happen. Never. I'm telling you the truth. You may think Nigerians are stupid or because of the poverty or because of this and that. Never. It won't happen.
I think I beg to differ, with you. Okay, let's put Obi aside about what, whether he denied or not denied. That's a different story. But for the padding of this padding of the budget, everybody's aware of it. So it's not anything new. But having said that, you can't say that Obi being the presidential, leader in that place, he's not the chairman or that kind of thing. You can't say the legislators should be disciplined. They are being elected by their people. So, in my own opinion, I can't see how the party will discipline them in that regard. If I'm right, just give me your opinion.
Okay.
Let's make this conversation.
This guy in you are in the US, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This guy that was removed recently from what's his name? That
Santos.
Who removed him?
It was the Republican and the Democrat, but he was removed because of his own party. If his own party didn't parlay in the removal, he wouldn't have been removed. So let's say Republican.
So it's possible for the party to remove them. It's possible.
Right.
So it's possible. Let's say Labour has majority, for example. Labour has majority in the House. It's possible for his own party to remove him.
This is okay. You are just making my narrative.
No.
This has to be a legislative stop. You can't remove it. The party itself can't discipline him. It has to be legislative.
No, don't say. Hold on. Wait. No, I want you to hold on. Have you read the Labour Party constitution? Are you aware? Do you know?
What is it? Educate me.
In terms of disciplining party members who flout their laws. So
okay, but is it wait a minute. When you say their law, is it not? Are you not talking about corruption and all that kind of? But this is not corruption.
You are representing a party for crying out loud.
Wait a minute. There's nothing criminal in what they did.
Oh, there's nothing criminal in collecting bribe. One that shall never end.
Wait a minute. It was approved by the legislative body, so you can't really call it a bribe. Define a bribe.
Where?
Define a bribe.
Wait, you just stated that it was approved by the legislative body.
Right.
Do you have evidence to that?
Who approved it? Is it not the Senate president?
What's your name again? Man of Prestige.
My name is there. What do you mean? What's my name?
Sorry, I got stuck. Man of Prestige. $30,000 was given to them, or the equivalent in Naira was given to them, not to challenge the budget. That is the allegation. Are you telling me that is lawful? That will be approved?
No. Okay. Hold on. Is it not coined within the legislative body? That's what I'm saying. I know it look bribery, okay, but it's not like
Nigeria. I raised two hands on that.
I'm not here. I'm not
Nigeria.
here.
I raised
wait a
two hands on
minute.
that.
Don't put me in that category, Nigeria. If somebody, I'm a critic of Nigerian situation right now. So don't put me in that body. I'm not those side. And moreover, I don't benefit anything from Nigeria. I will tell you categorically. I don't benefit nothing from Nigeria. They haven't given me nothing, but that's a story for another day. So I see you laugh. I see the way you're laughing. You try to classify me as someone those side Nigeria. No, wait. Allow me to make my
okay,
point.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Before you start laughing. Okay. I think the point I'm trying to make, when you call it a bribe, yeah, in our eyes, it's a bribe. But if you look at it in the context of legislation, this was done in the Congress, and it was approved by the Senate president. The whole Congress, the whole Congress member there, the whole legislature agreed that this is what we're going to do. We're going to give this person this money for you to agree to this particular budget we're doing. Yeah, it look bribery, but in the law, you can say you can't charge them. You can't take them to court. Can you charge them for criminal something? It look bribery, but there is no bribery in the context of how they did it. Look, reason a little bit.
Honestly, I'm lost for words, so I need somebody to come and help me.
Why are you lost for what? It's bribery, but in the context, in the way it was created.
Okay, Man of Prestige. Just stay there. 60 seconds. I'll be back. 60 seconds to 2 minutes.
Go ahead, let me get some water.
And tonight, this gentleman will be making his network television debut. This is his most recent album right here. It's called Spirit of Love. We're very pleased to welcome Majek Feshek.
Arise from your sleep, Africa. Rise from your sleep, America. There's work to be done, Africa. There's work to be done, America. But if we unite, we will be free. So long, too long, so long, too long. We've been sitting down for so long. We've been fooling around for too long. We've been sitting down for so long. I have not been fooling around for too long. So long, so long, too long, too long, so long, so long.
Yeah, thanks for joining me back. Yes. I'll come to you. Let me just highlight some comments. I'm coming. Just say I'll be back to where was I? Sorry, I just need to highlight some.
You fine? You fine?
Yeah. Welcome, Revolution. Dan, I beg your pardon. I don't know why I'm calling Revolution. So I just want to just quickly do so. We can't. We have to respect people. Dan, hold on 1 second. I'm coming.
Yeah, man.
Somebody said, Adela Jaya, okay, thanks for that. This is my first time of comment. No, I think we've passed these comment sections here. We've passed here, sorry. So I think I pass this one. Let's see this now. Let's just go to Nigeria and lead in front. Your mates are president of countries. Of course, I am. I've never said so. I've never denied that. Sure, the spotlight is on you. No, I think we've passed all this. No, we've passed all this. Okay, I think I'm here. Somebody said I should get Chin Gbagbo. Please plead with I've passed all this one. Goodness. I cannot be related to that man. No, yeah, I think this is where. Are you not a Nigerian? What Peter B is not doing well? Why are you not doing better? I think I've taken this comment as well. I used to benefit from. I've taken this comment as well too. Yeah, sure. I disregard shows one. So I'll take it from you. Let's wait till the end of Alessoti first. Buhari begin with more than this. Is that correct? What did Buhari do in his first time? I think we cannot compare Alessoti to Buhari. I think that's not a fair comparison in terms of dates. Good afternoon to you too, Machuku. Somebody said, please don't react to that guy called Roland. No, it's okay. Like I said, so what is the lasting solution? I think we've passed all this one. So we passed all this one. I think it's this one. Yeah. So stop you from presenting yourself. What you cannot do, do not criticize people doing it. Suberi, I don't know what you're talking about. Please, if you can clarify. Even let us know that most of the corrupt people I know, I be bad person because I they talk true. Now, normal, unless electricity is not Bayelsa, he knows how things work in Bayelsa. I think I've clarified that. I don't know why you are bringing that up again. Even if EFCC recover this one from you, they will hand it over to the Kogi government, headed Ododo, who will turn around and return it back to Yahaya. No wonder they all wanted their stooge to replace them. That's correct. Because it was the one that took him. Everything happening in that country has turned to jokes. So you mean Goodluck Ebele Jonathan buys water. I don't know if Goodluck buys water, but what I'm telling you is this. I don't know if anyone has been in Bayelsa State. Man of prestige, have you been to Bayelsa State before?
No, the closest I've come is Port Harcourt.
It's Port Harcourt. I don't know if anyone in the comment section has been to Bayelsa State before. They buy water there.
What do you mean they buy water? Everybody buy water?
Most of them buys water.
I mean, Bayelsa is supposed to be one of the richest states. But they look at the allocation from the oil revenue. They receive the third highest behind River State and Delta State. They are number 3.
Electricity.
Yeah.
They buy water in Lagos too now.
But I think what he was saying, revolution, that everybody buy water. Does it mean there's no
most of them, you see, you hardly will find a house that has a borehole. And I'm being honest with you.
Right, that's what he's talking about. He's not talking about just buying water. That's ridiculous.
But to get water, you have to buy. It's ridiculous.
From who?
There are people who sell it. I don't know if it's a racketeer something.
It's an oil producing area. I thought maybe because of the pollution, they don't have natural water.
No. Listen, even with the pollution is out farther. Even with pollution, you can treat water. You can get rid of whatever it is. But I am telling you, look, I don't know if anybody in the comment section here is from Bayelsa or have been to Bayelsa before. Yenogwa, to tell me if what I am saying is wrong. You could Google it.
Is it the fault of Goodluck Jonathan being president?
No, what I am trying to say is that some people say, why am I not talking about Bayelsa, where I'm from? And I said, Bayelsa is not different from other states in Nigeria. So I can't just pick one state and say because I'm from there, that should not. No, that is not fair. In my own.
What you know is from those crazy people commenting now.
Exactly. So so it's so funny how people forget you don't take anything with you on the last day of life. People forget that, sadly. Why they don't
allow me going to
okay, fine. Man of prestige, please allow Dan, please. Then we'll come back. Go ahead.
Some 5 minutes before I leave you guys. Bro, you know, when you see, sometimes you say you don't like to call me revolution. But I can understand that since you know my name. So calling me revolution will sound different. But there's a reason why I decided to put revolution as a headline on my name. Because that is what is lacking in Nigeria, you know. I've been listening to you while I was preparing my work day. And then Man of President joined you. There was this little argument before he understood what you were trying to explain. But if we want to chop it up and just nail it, the labor guys who went there, they used P2B to climb in. They're not doing anything for us. I know you always stick on this, call these people back. We gave them jobs. But don't forget that the system that Nigeria is running, where people get into power because of certain reasons, not to serve. Unless Otis' case is different. He got there and proved to Nigeria, I want to be a servant. And we're enjoying what he's doing. But many Nigerians will get into a position only to put in their pocket. And these Labour Party representatives of whatever they are, this is one of them. They just use, oh boy, this guy, if we know, make we attach. They attach, they enter, they forget us. Can we call them back? We cannot, because of the system that we are telling you. Only revolution can destroy that system. You understand? And when revolution destroys that system, then we can be able to use this your principle now, that if somebody goes in there on our mandate and refuses to work, we go back and call him home and say, my brother, you are there on your own, or come out, make another person enter. But since the system that we are running has no, it's an impunity system, we can't do them anything. We can only talk. P2B, our man that we thought would lead the revolution, Aisha Yusuf came the other day. Unfortunately, I couldn't come. I was working, telling us what she was saying. Sometimes she will say one thing, you agree. The other time she will say another thing. They brought Buhari because they say the devil you know is better. They saw other people there. They refused to bring those people, but they gave us Buhari. Do you understand me? So now, P2B is there now. They all attached to P2B. She meant something. If P2B and one other lady contest, she will vote for the lady and not P2B, who she's crying up and down. So all those mix up, Bob Marley call it mix up. You don't understand what they are saying, what they represent, what they do. That's why I link on that side of revolution. Let us drive this system out. It will cost lives. We know that. I know that's why many people are avoiding it. It will cost lives. And to end up, you see what you see our logo. What we are fighting for. The Yorubas now, they have woken up, fighting. In fact, they are fighting their own now, telling the people we are going to fight with everything we have. So now to end up, and finally, I will leave you guys because I'm on my way out, but I was enjoying you. I thought I should just tell you I'm with you, that the only solution to Nigeria is to uproot the system that is on the ground, that is not working. So thank you guys. I will still be listening while I'm going to work. I'll see you guys. Bye.
All right, thank you, Dan. Thanks for your time here. So, man of prestige, back to our listing. You can see what Chim said. Obi even said that the LP legislators are doing well. Do you think that statement is correct?
No, it's not.
Okay. So you are claiming, I stand to be corrected, that the $30,000 given to them are part of the legislators' procedure or process.
All right.
Can you refer me to any document I can read to that effect?
No. Okay, don't misunderstand me. Okay, that wasn't part of the budget. This was the money, what we call a padded, padded part of the budget. We call it bribery for them to support whatever budget that was proposed.
Sorry, I thought you said earlier that it was not bribery.
Hold on, let me land. In that context, it's a bribery. But what I'm saying, criminally, it's not a bribe. Criminally, they haven't committed any crime. You can't take them to court, say they are, they're criminal. You can't get them. That is a different case with this Santos we are talking about. That guy committed a lot of fraud, Ponzi scheme, credit card fraud. Defrauded people. And he used that mentrum. He used people's money to run for Congress before he came into office. So when he was investigated, I think I see Dr. Rudolph saying that did he say he wasn't removed by Republican? No, Dr. Rudolph, you are wrong, because he had to take about 2/3 legislation to remove him. And Republican, some Republican refused to support the removal of him, but he had to take some Democrat, to support them in order to remove him. Republican has a majority, but it's a team majority. I think it was at that particular time was like about 4. But right now it's only about 2 or 3, because they are retiring like anything right now. So he had to take Democrat support in order to remove him. So you can say they have to remove him in conjunction with Democrat. Republicans didn't have the number, because out of Republicans, I think about 10 or 20 of them refused to support the legislation to remove him. So, but anyway, that's another story. Let's continue on what we are talking about, whether it's criminal or not criminal. Yes, it's criminal, but I'm trying to tell you in that context, it's criminal. You can't say it's criminal in their context. You can't charge them. You can't take them to court, because they approve it within themselves. Nobody went outside to steal money or whatever, like we are giving an example. It's not the same. You can't be giving an example of this Santos as the same example.
May I ask you a question, please?
Yes, sir.
Did Yahaya Bello went outside to steal money to pay for his children's school fees?
No, he took the money from the state budget.
So it's okay then. So they shouldn't be asking for the money back then.
You see, that one he I'm trying to find the word. He did
unilaterally.
Right. But this is the whole body that agree on this. So who are you gonna charge? This is the whole body. You can't just pick. You can't just pick Labour Party member. I don't know how many.
Man, I don't. I'm still trying
that's the context I'm looking at it.
I know somebody said here that McNally said.
I can hear you.
Sorry, I didn't realize that I mute myself. I'm muted. I don't see any facts here personally, and I don't see any objectivity here because the budget we are talking about is about the country. Am I correct, man of prestige?
Yeah.
So when they pad the budget padding by definition is including something into it that is not supposed to be there. If we go by definition of budget padding. So that alone on itself is deception.
Exactly. I agree with you 100%.
That is deception. And deception often leads towards criminality. Is that correct?
Correct.
So
but look at the context. Look at the context the budget was padded. You are looking at it. You are looking at it differently. Look at the context the budget was padded. Who padded the budget?
Who presented the budget? Who presented the budget? The budget came from the executive. Would that be correct?
The padding of the budget, you say it came from the executive?
The budget came from where? From where did the budget come from?
Right, it came from the executive, the Congress.
From the executive.
So for the Congress to pass it.
For the legislators to pass it. So meaning that they have to scrutinize it before passing it. Would that be correct? So they discover that this budget has been padded. Would that be correct?
Okay. Yes.
By the time they discover that this budget has been padded, their job in transparency, to be transparent, equity, and accountability, is to send it back or to explain, to clarify what is this money, this other money for, because they don't represent.
That point, exactly. You can charge them for unethical behavior.
Not criminal. Why are you flip-flopping?
I'm not flip-flopping. You can charge them for unethical behavior.
Listen,
it's not criminal.
You can charge them for unethical behavior. Man of prestige. For the record, you are talking with an investigator here. So
it doesn't matter what kind of it's a common sense. I follow, I follow politics. I'm looking at it from the narrative of
I am trying to
I follow politics.
Right.
I follow politics a lot in US, not in Nigeria. I just started following Nigerian politics recently, maybe a year plus, not up to 2 years. But because we model our democracy to American kind of democracy. So you can narrate it in that context. That's what I'm telling you. Unethically is wrong. You can charge them for behaving unethically, but you can't charge them criminally. That is the 2 points I'm trying to differentiate. I don't know.
Okay. I don't think we will agree on this.
I would be the happiest man if you can charge them criminally. Yes.
Okay. Somebody said here that, sir, Alexi, you did ask the question, but it's all about good institution, morals, and life. The legislative arm is an institution. The executive is an institution. The judiciary is an institution. So we make up the institution. I don't understand this issue of institution we keep talking about. There are human beings there. We make up the institution. So they are not okay. I'm coming, man. You should be able to strike a balance between morality and outright offense crime. Okay. Until motherland have strong and independent institutions, nothing will change. Now, man of prestige, Dr. Damages, Santos was expelled by the House of Repair, but not by the Republic. Just so you know, he wanted to run and challenge the man who holds the post now. Is that correct?
It's correct. But we are not. Okay, hold on. Santos was expelled by the House.
Before you speak, let me just warn you. Hold on one second.
No, Dr. Damages is wrong on that. That first statement.
Man of prestige. Take note that Dr. Rudolph just came from hell. So it's going to challenge a lot of things. Just take note of that.
But so he's go ahead, wrong on that. I hope when you come on the platform this afternoon, I'm going to be here. Hopefully, I should be able to, I should be able to finish my meeting. I'm not going to the meeting until about 1 o'clock. I should be done by that time. It's only about 45 minutes. But anyway, Dr. Damage, you are definitely wrong. I'm going to challenge you when I come up this afternoon. I think you said 2 o'clock. Your first liner, your second liner is good. You're right, but you are wrong on the first liner, because there's no way he would have been expelled. Let me repeat to you. This is directly to Dr. Damage. Let me tell you, Dr. Damage, there's no way he would have been able to expel because not the support of the Democrat. Republican doesn't have the number. About 20 plus of them, didn't want to expel him. So they have to get Democrat number in order to, expel him. So, Dr. Damage, you are wrong on that.
For those of you in the comment section and viewers, we are having a show in respect to Dr. Damage this evening. Dr. Damage is on Pansat, and so Man of Prestige will be here. Everybody, people are willing to come.
I think it's at 2 o'clock. I think it's at 2 p.m.
I think so. God willing.
In an hour, in an hour's time. 35 minutes.
Yeah, or it could be because I have 3 broadcasts. This is an impromptu broadcast. Show me this broadcast to come to pass. If it's not in 7 o'clock Nigerian time, then it's going to be 9 o'clock Nigerian time, because I have another broadcast, but I don't think I will do that of Bobrisky tonight. I will accommodate this Dr. Damage one as well too.
Okay,
so
before you go electricity, what do you think about all this distraction going on with Yahaya Bello? Because I saw him on tape. Hold on. I saw him on tape yesterday. He said, all these people who don't have a job, they are all idiots. They can't do nothing to him. So who is he calling idiot? He's calling the EFCC idiot. He said they can't do nothing to him. He said because they don't have a job. He was on tape. And you have this EFCC chairman coming to gaslight us on TV and saying that he will resign. Then the next time, I think the warrant has been receded. To my own
yes, can you imagine? The warrant has been receded. I don't know.
Being gaslighted?
I am just as clueless as you are.
I'm in Nigeria,
anyway,
man.
I'm going to see you people tonight, God willing. Man of President, thanks for joining. Those of you in the comment section, thank you very much. And thank you for cracking me up and perplexing my tranquility. Have a lovely evening. God bless you. Bye-bye.